At the end of the day, I gave this
look
little
at
guy
him.
an opportunity. He should be thanking me. I'm paying him. I'm his boss. He reports to me, and I'm gonna fucking
paying
son him
you.
on
I mean,
November
you paying
14th.
me?
So fuck you, little man.
You pay me? Are you paying me?
100%, yeah.
100%? 100%. Facts?
Correct.
Yes? Correct?
Correct. I'm your daddy.
Who you got? Tank or Jake? I don't know. Tank better whoop Jake Paul ass. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Jake Paul and Gervonta. Tank Davis already had fans hyped with props, trash talk, and a $2 million side bet. But backstage, chaos erupted. Shouting, threats, and face-to-face tension forced security to intervene before it became a full fight. What was said there shifts everything we thought about this matchup. It's no longer just Jake's size or Tank's power. It's about pride, legacy, and who's willing to go further off camera. Quick rewind. Jake, standing 6 feet 1 inch, came to the presser loaded with props, mocked Tank's height, called him an 8-year-old sparring partner, brought clowns to roast his mohawk, and dug into Davis's past legal troubles.
Ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You
them.
want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that, no, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.
Gervonta mostly stayed calm until Jake took shots at domestic violence. That's when Tank snapped, threatening not only Jake but also his trainer, J. Leon Love.
A lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the road rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we still expect to see any of those fights in the future though?
And y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? What happened? What happened? He won, right? But how you look in it? Exactly. But y'all say some different when it's me, right? Cause y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always like, come on, bro. That's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating on. Like it turned from love to hate.
During the face-off, Jake looked down on Tank like a big brother bullying a kid. Tank shoved him, Jake shoved back, and security stepped in to separate them. But the cameras missed what happened next. Backstage, it turned personal. Witnesses say Tank stormed toward Jake's locker, yelling, keep my family out of your mouth. Talk boxing or I'll put you to sleep before November. Jake shot back. You're lucky this is on Netflix. Otherwise I'd end your career right here. It blew up so fast crew members had to wedge between them. Jake's team laughed it off. But Tank's crew wasn't joking, and for a few tense seconds it looked like punches were about to fly.
Paul saved him from that.
Should he have fought Roach? Do you think he avoided him, ducked him, or anything like that? Or just this business decision?
I can't say, bro. It looks like it. It looks like he didn't want that. He didn't want to go back down that road. And Jake Paul saved him from that. You know, Jake Paul saved him from that, bro. He got out. You know what I mean?
That's the one that's going viral, Chin. That's a good one. Jake Paul saved him. Got you. I mean,
yeah. But that's the truth. It seems like.
Yeah.
And Roach, you know, hey, Roach came with it, bro. And it looks like through their familiarity of coming up in the amateurs and all that together, you know, Roach really know him better than most fighters.
Might have heard this one
know
before.
Him, bro. You know what I mean? Roach know him, bro. So
yeah.
I think that was you know, hindsight always 2020. I didn't think he wanted to go back down that. That was a tough out for him.
Here's the kicker. Fans caught snippets on their phones. Clips show Tank pointing right at Jake while Jake smirks like he's untouchable. The tension? For Tank, it's about respect. He's a multi-division champion and one of boxing's most feared knockout artists. Now Jake Paul, a YouTuber with more Instagram followers than knockouts, is mocking him on the biggest stage.
You can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him. Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them. It's the same way Roach feels Tank is the best option for him. Same way that Stevenson thinks Tank's the best option for him, or like all that stuff, right? At the end of it, bro, we just want to do what's best for ourselves, right?
Facts.
Right or wrong?
Facts.
So just do what's best for you.
For Jake, it's about validation. Every big fight, Askren, Woodley, Silva, even Chavez Jr., had critics saying he couldn't win, but he did. Taking on Tank is his boldest challenge yet. Even surviving against a pound-for-pound star would prove he's more than just an influencer.
He always training for something like this. Obviously, smaller guy. How was this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jalen Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. You know, he laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him back.
That's why the insults hit so hard. It's not just trash talk, it's about legitimacy, pride, and who truly rules boxing today.
I think with Jake, that's a hard one, bro. That weight class difference is weird. Manny or Rolly, I got Manny.
Here's what makes this fight crazy, the size gap. Jake fights at cruiserweight, weighing in around 200 pounds last time. Tank fights at lightweight, around 135 pounds, maybe 140 max, making it a 65-pound difference.
When I walk in the ring?
Yeah.
With or without the ankle monitor on?
That's corny. That's super corny. I don't know how much I weigh.
And the handcuffs too.
Huh? What are you talking about, fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash. For real. That That outfit is garbage.
Thank
That hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You
them.
want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that, no, listen, when one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right? Wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.
To level things, the commission made it an exhibition. 12-ounce gloves and a 195-pound catchweight cap. Still, Jake will be significantly heavier.
Being on steroids is the reason for winning all of my fights. We have the strictest drug testing possible for this match. U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. Random drug tests at any moment. Oh, look. They're here now.
Hey, USADA, hang in the car. Looking good. See if you're on steroids. Clean as a whistle, contrary to what they say.
Fans online are roasting it. One wrote, "This is like throwing a pit bull in with a grizzly." Another said, "Tank's got skills, but physics is undefeated." Tank knows it too. Backstage, when Jake smirked about the weight, Tank shot back, "Size don't matter when you're asleep on the canvas."
It's sad that if Tank Davis' boxing career, real boxing career, championship is over because, you know, of the Jake Paul fight. It would be sad for boxing. I don't know for that to be the case. But if he make, you know, in excess of 30, 40 million.
They reported $40 million.
I don't know what I don't know what he does after that. Does he come back to boxing and defend those titles? I don't know, bro. So I don't know if this could this be the last time we see Tank Davis in a real championship fight? Was Lamont Roach the last fight we see of him like that? I don't know. But if it is, that would be a tough pill to swallow for boxing fans.
Things get messy. Georgia commissioners refused to host the fight, calling it the dumbest S they'd ever heard. That's why it moved to Florida. Critics call it a money grab. Exhibition rules, Netflix streaming, clowns at the pressers, more a crossover event than a serious fight.
The payout, it's like, that's a no-brainer, but I understand, I still feel for Lamont, that's my boy. Like, he still want his rematch. But then when you be realistic about the money situation, you're changing your whole family life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's people hate on it because they're not in that position. I'm not saying Lamont, I'm speaking like other boxers. You're like, oh, he this for that, he's this. It's a side quest. It's a little side quest. Because what happened when Floyd and all these guys went on WWE, but then they get right back to what they doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's another little side quest. I'm all for people just getting their money, so get the best, make the most that you can out of this entertainment world. Because, I mean, I don't know. I would have done it as far as the money aspect, because none of us would deny that money. They talking like they would, none of us deny that money.
Here's the twist. That's also why it's brilliant. Netflix's first big boxing stream, Tyson vs. Jake Paul, drew 65 million live viewers. If Jake vs. Tank even comes close, it'll break records. And whether you love it or hate it, you'll probably end up watching.
Fan of yours, I just want to say what you're doing for boxing is phenomenal. You're putting it on the map. What you're doing with the ladies, with the Mike Tyson and UFC
I
fighters.
swing on you right now.
Nobody. And I love you too, Gervonta. I'm a big fan of yours. But I just wanted to tell this man what he's doing for boxing and putting it on the map, and I just want to take my hat off to
Get the mic from him.
So,
Get the mic from him, for real.
what I want to say is, if you beat Tank, you know, people are going to say you beat a smaller man. So what's the victory here?
Honestly, people always have something to say. It's old news. Keep talking. At the end of the day, you're here. So whatever anyone has to say, just keep on saying it, please. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
That's Jake Paul's genius. He makes you watch, even if it's just to see him get knocked out.
Is not the face of boxing because he doesn't fight often. He fights once a year. And he's probably one of the best talents in the world. I love Tank Davis. I love watching him fight. I love when he goes in the ring and just demonstrates power and speed and he doesn't give a sh. I love that. But he has to fight more often. We want to see Tank fight 3-4 times a year. Tank Davis, I dare you to break my record. 5 world title fights in 1 year. Let's go. You think he's lost?
Jake and Tank agreed to a $2 million side bet at the Miami presser. Jake said, $1 million. And Tank doubled it instantly. $2 mil. Let's do it. They shook hands, and backstage, Jake taunted. That $2 mil, easiest payday of my life. Tank fired back. Hope you got the cash ready, because after November, you'll be broke and embarrassed. That exchange added fuel to the fire. This isn't just a fight anymore. It's a bet, a dare, and a public challenge. Fans are split. Team Jake says he's too big and will walk Tank down. Team Tank warns that Jake has never felt power like Tank's. One punch could end it. Others call it cloud boxing, WWE with gloves, a Netflix stunt. But even critics can't stop talking, which is exactly what Jake and Tank want. Jake's strength is psychological warfare. He wants Tank angry, swinging for a knockout instead of fighting smart. That's why the insults hit so hard and why Jake laughed backstage. He's trying to bait Tank. The question, will Tank take it, or turn it back on Jake? Tank isn't just another opponent. He's a knockout machine with one of boxing's highest KO ratios. His punches hit like bricks, and his street mentality, fight anyone anywhere, shows backstage. He didn't care about cameras or PR. He wanted Jake to feel it, face to face. That's what makes this fight dangerous. Tank doesn't need 12 rounds. He needs one opening.
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
This whole situation begs a bigger question. Is this real boxing, or just entertainment?
He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. You think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds. Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
That's
what I'm saying.
Jake Paul,
he's a little man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a way.
Some purists are furious, seeing fights like this as a threat to boxing's credibility. They want real title bouts, not YouTubers versus champions. Others argue the opposite. Jake versus Tank brings new viewers, money, and hype. Ironically, the backstage drama proves the point. Millions are talking about boxing again. Circus or super fight, it's the conversation of the year.
Luis told me Gervonta Davis is fighting Jake Paul. I said, get the bleep out of here. I said, you're a bleep liar. Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. There's one problem. He fights at 135 pounds. Gervonta Davis is that much better than Jake Paul at boxing. But Gervonta Davis in his last fight weighed 133.8 pounds. And I'm not over here in the business of just crapping on Jake Paul. I am much more respectful of what he's starting to build as a professional boxer. You're fighting a guy that's better than you. He's just much smaller. But that guy, because he's better than you, what if he wins? Everything Jake Paul has done is wiped completely out. Gervonta Davis loses to Jake Paul, obviously it's going to hurt who Gervonta Davis is. But he lost to a guy that's going to be upwards of 70 pounds bigger than him when he steps into the boxing ring. But I will tell you this right now, without a shadow of a doubt. I will watch this. Tank Davis is 30-0-1. You want to talk about Jake Paul fighting a real boxer? That's a real boxer. You can't make this stuff up, man. It's true.
So, what's next after this wild backstage clash? Security will be doubled at every event leading up to fight night. Jake will lean further into trolling, more props, jokes, and family jabs. Tank will get meaner, sharper, and more intense in training.
What did you make of Canelo's performance today? Did it take off the interest at all? Do you think he's losing a step?
Yeah, I mean, he's still an amazing fighter. I think Terrence Crawford is just that incredible. I think he's probably one of the best fighters we've ever seen in the ring, period. So credit to Terrence. He showed out at a higher weight class, but Terrence is just that guy right now.
Does it make you more confident that you can beat Canelo, seeing his performance against Terrence?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've always believed in myself in the fight against Canelo and sparring some of the people that he's fought against and knowing what I'm capable in the ring and seeing what they do. I know that I can beat Canelo Alvarez, and everyone's always said it as a joke or this and that, but it's going to happen.
If this fight was already heated, it's now nuclear. If their backstage words are any sign, November 14th won't just be an exhibition, it'll be war. Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis exchanged some of the harshest words seen backstage in years. Threats, bets, insults, all boiled over after the presser, making this fight more personal than ever.
Something for Shakur Stevenson. If I don't, that may be the end. It's got to work for me as well as Shakur. Maybe I haven't got anything for him. Maybe he hasn't got anything for me. But right now I know what we agreed with His Excellency, and that's what we'll do for now, and then see where we go.
I know you said you wanted to make that Tank fight, so hopefully we can see that in the future, Eddie.
Jake Paul, isn't he? So he's got. I don't know whether he'll fight. What's the rematch?
Lamont Roach.
I don't know if he'll still fight Lamont Roach. I know he's fighting Jake Paul in November, and then maybe Shakur after that.
Thank you.
What do you think? Real showdown or just a Netflix circus? Can Jake's size withstand Tank's power? Or will one clean left hand end him for good? Drop your thoughts below, like the video, and subscribe to Boxing Buzz. See you in the next video.